Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Best Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we've got a map from a part of the world where there are a lot of Cities Skylines players. Not only that, of all the non-native English-speaking countries in the world, Germany is the country which has the most that are viewers of WhatsMap. So, guten Tag, I guess I should say. Let's start off with today's map. First of all, most important information.
It's my first map.
That's right. Is it any good? Do you know what? It is. It does have some beginner mistakes, but all credit to the beginner. They're already fixing things, even ahead of me doing the review, as you'll be able to check out in the comments. But before we go any further, one of these. That's right, everybody's favourite school teacher recommends you should hit the like button. Thank you very much for your support. Right, today's map is a Rhine Valley Koblenz by Ceirus. I think it's Ceirus and not Ceirus or Ceirus. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm going Ceirus. Let's have a little look at that start square. Lots of buildable space there and a good looking intersection. Well, from up here it is. We'll get a closer look in a minute. Your terrain heights look like that. It's a valley. It's in the name, obviously. And then if we have a look at the resources, fertile land, but I'd like to see a little bit of ore. Even if it's not realistic, I'm assuming it is because I'm thinking Germany. Oh, by the way, fishing looks like this if you have Sunset Harbour. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, there's no DLC required today. Hurrah. A few things to subscribe to, including 2 things that were added quite late because the map was turning up broken for a lot of creators, a lot of city builders, sorry, including network extensions 2 and extra train station tracks and stuff. We'll be using the realistic European 1.4.5 theme and the realistic 1.2 LUTs. And yes, that pillar was a little bit close to the shipping line, wasn't it? This bridge a bit low and that pillar's a bit in the middle of the shipping line. Yes, now, when you've got bridges that are this low, a recommendation would be to use the Advanced Vehicle Options mod, which will enable you to subscribe to some smaller boats, which would be more realistic for a river that is as narrow as this. But of course, I have to assume that you don't know about this one. And anyway, there's definitely pillar clipping all the way along there as well. So there is that. Water flow on today's map. Well, it's a river and it's a very famous river. One of the most famous rivers. And there's plenty of water flow on it if you follow the river along here. Gets a little bit light here and then across this little break up here gets non-existent, and then we've got some arrows coming back towards us, which means we have a null point about there. Your start square is there, so we're far away enough from the start square for it not to be a problem for starting to build your city, but be aware that that might get a little bit polluted, a little bit clogged with sewage if you're pumping sewage into that river. Right, okay, now look at this. This looks great. Got to say, the theme, the choice of theme, I mean, if you're doing any European build, you're not going to get any non-Nordic or Alpine European build, I should say. You're going to be pretty well off using the European 1.4.5 theme. It's a strong theme. We do have a little bit of black stress on the highway there, which is always a clue there might be some blue mantle underneath. And if we have a look underneath, yes, we've got a little hint of it there. Obviously a few trees under there as well, which normally I would pick up on and point out. But as it's my first map, and, well, honestly, there are some bigger problems with this map. Not many, but there are a few bigger problems. I think we can not worry too much about whether there be enough sunlight for those trees to survive. But that blue mantle, yes, it's really low down. You've got to get down on your knees to see it. And frankly, given my age and possibly your age as well, we don't like getting down on the knees too often because getting back up is not easy, is it? Anyway, let's follow the highway along. Good highway, by the way. And we've got some trees overflowing from the hill there. I like the look of that. Just makes the harsh line of the highway slightly less harsh. Cluster of trees to detail of this intersection. Again, looks really good, very organic and believable. And it just is good shape. It is a very nice shape. Very smooth, got good traffic flow going through it, and it's absolutely perfect. Apart from a little issue underneath. We come down here, you can see we've got some pillars in the middle of the road. I'd say that is about the minimum height you would want that highway to be, but possibly a snadge higher would be a little bit better, but pillars in the road, that's a bit of a fail by any stretch of the imagination. Right, so road over rail, and another pillar on the rail line. There's going to be a lot of issues with pillars, I feel, in today's map. Heading down now, this next intersection I think is glorious. I'm loving the shape of it. Again, I'm assuming all of this is built to match and mirror the real life location. Didn't have time to check Google today, but it's totally believable as a real life layout. So I'm just going to assume that it's correct and that there's nothing wrong with it at all. There is a little bit of traffic build up here though. What is causing this? Well, the traffic, a little bit of stationary traffic there, and it's starting to move here. So that to me says we've got a little bit of node issue being too close. Yeah, stop start traffic there. Do like the 2 lane though, merging into that. I like that layout. That is really different. But yes, there have to be a little bit of movement of nodes to start freeing that up, and it would free up really quick and easy using the Move It mod. Then this network extensions to 4-lane road heads in towards Start Square territory. Now Start Square is a little bit boring, but you're building a city here, okay? The shape is in the hills. Hang on, we've got you know, I'd like to see an extra pillar on that as well. Just take the weight of it. But yes, over here we're in the Start Square. You're building a big city, so you're probably not going to worry too much about there being anything in the way of obstacles and forests and whatever to break up the lines. Now, while the intersection looks good and tight and concise, there are a few minor problems for me. Like, first of all, the edge here is very sharp. Could do with smoothing to take out, because you're not too far back, you're getting the jagged lines there, the shark's teeth. Also, we have a little bit of glitching on the road there. And we've got, it's not all, that's not, I wish that was all. Got a little bit of glitching with the roads here, where it's just been pushed a little bit too harsh. We've got pillars in the road underneath, 3 lots of them, and some blue mantle under there as well. And there's also some streetlight clipping as well under the main highway. And so, yes, plenty of little problems going on with that one. I did say earlier on that was that there are bigger problems with the map. Now, if that wasn't the Start Square intersection, I think we could possibly turn half a blind eye. Not turn a blind eye, because that would not be fair. But we could turn half a blind eye and say, nobody's going to see this one. Everybody's going to see that one. If you're doing screenshots of your city, everybody's going to see that one. So, yeah, I would suggest that is something that probably could do a little bit more love. Just a bit more love, yeah. Not easy though, because it is a very concise, a very tight, compact intersection there with a lot going on. So, not an easy thing to do. So, credit for what has been achieved. I think we'll take a look at the rail now as we've turned the camera back this way. Yeah, the rail. I think if you're one for the trains, I think you're going to be really happy with this rail layout. Again, I'm assuming it's taken from real life. It certainly looks like it's taken from real life, and the transitions in height are all believable within the context of the game, which is okay. It's fine by me. We have got a little problem down here, which I'm not blaming the creator for. Like in the bridge there, that's all good. I like the way it crosses over. But we do have some missing catenaries. Now, this is not down to the creator. This is the game just not rendering them in. Because if I show you here, if we go into Move It, all those nodes are there. The nodes are there. So why is it not putting in portals for us? I do not know. But yeah, no, that's an oddity. But a very slick junction going on there. Very happy with it. Now there is a rail bridge somewhere on the map. I forgot to go back and find it, which is hideous in terms of Blue Mantle. It is one of these ground-based bridges that have been elevated across a road, and then you just have a huge. There's no hiding it. Like, we've got some Blue Mantle under the highway there, but there is no hiding it. It is in your face. Unfortunately, I forgot to go back. In fact, I forgot where it was completely. So even if I had to go back, it would take me a while to find it, because there's quite a lot of layout to follow on this one. Oh, asthma's kicking in. Can I make it to the intermission without completely losing my voice and being drowned out by the car alarm? Maybe. Yeah, we got under here. We got another pillar in the rail line. These are all basic errors, all basic simple errors that are easily fixed and easily learned from. And I'm pretty sure, hopefully, Ceirus can watch this and just see. It's so easy to go up to the next level, and I think the next level is right there within them.
Philosophical question. What exactly is This Old Gamer? Is it an at-home shopping network? A cover band channel? The only real way to find out is go check it out for yourself. This Old Gamer is the most unique, entertaining, and funny Cities Skylines channel ever created. And I build some pretty cool stuff too. And with you coming along for the ride, nothing can stop us.
Have you taken the trash out yet?
Check it out. I gotta go.
News just in, the trash has been taken out. The trash has been taken out. Hurrah! Okay, what have we got? The map as a whole, I'm loving the winding of the river. Could do a bit of cleaning up on the riverbanks, like on that little, the dock cut out there. Could just be smoothed out or replaced with keys, the vanilla keys, just to give it a cleaner edge, maybe. Then we have a little bit of lag with the forest, because there's a lot of trees in these forests. I don't normally get lag, but a couple of maps this week I've had a little bit of lag where we've had some heavy forestry. Then if we head on over this way, obviously lots of buildable space in the middle of the map. And then over here, on the opposite side of the river, where it's all fertile, I would quite have liked all this to have been ore or even oil, or a mix of the two. And maybe even to offer fertile along the riverbanks. Because while we are copying a real life location, sometimes I think you should allow for some flexibility in the gameplay. And we don't have any flexibility for ore, which is a shame, because I've got a really lovely asset to show you today. Loving the cutout of the dock there, that's pretty neat as well. But, and especially as we want to be shipping some coal up and down the river, just like they did in the old days. And in the old days, they used to have buildings that would dig holes. Well, they would host the people that would go down underground, and they would dig the stuff out. The Colliery Buildings Industries by Spence is an asset pack to be snapped up. It's really, really lovely. I've put them all together here, and yes, you can be as creative as you like. Yes, Industries DLC is required, and factoids, because factoids. What have we got? Queen Victoria, amongst her many claims to fame, she was the first person ever to use chloroform to combat the pain of childbirth. Queen Victoria. There, lovely, lovely lady. Oh, Colliery Buildings Industries. By Spence there. The asset of the day. And now we've made it to the end of the show. My goodness, it's flown by. Today, I'm going to ask you, what do you think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen. It will take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. What do I think of today's map? Well, it's not bad actually. It's definitely a very strong rendition of Germany. It just since I saw it, I thought, oh, that looks German, and I was right. Once I read Rhine Valley, I just knew it. Yes, it's strong. It's got a good theme. It's got a good LUT. It's just well planned. And do you know what? I'm going to give it. Oh, I can't give it 4 stars. It's not quite. You're going to give it a high 3. It's well-deserved high 3. Detailing, I'd like to go 3 stars on this one because there's some good basic standards, but there's way too many things to fix. So I'm going to go 2. I'm going to make it a highish 2 because most of the problems are pillars. Gameplay potential. Yeah, strong. I would like to see ore. I would like to see ore on this one, with or without that asset. But even so, I think 4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars for gameplay, because it just looks like a playable map to me. Just things to fix. Rhine Valley Koblenz by Ceirus. That is not bad for a first map. It's not bad for a second map, actually. It's just some little teething errors, and we all have them. We all have them. I know. Oh, I remember in mine. Memories. I'll go back and make your first map again. Nah, let's not do it. If you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite, the select society that make it to the last 20 seconds of the show. Use the word of the day into the comments and score yourself some population points just for fun. And I'll see you tomorrow with another best map.